Hi, this is Pastor Sam from Cross of Christ Lutheran Church. I'm sending you greetings today in one of the warmer days that we've had this summer, and we have had quite a few. A lot of you who know me know I am not a huge fan of heat and humidity, and if you know me well, you know that I'm very much looking forward to autumn. I try not to let seasons rush past me, but the heat is sometimes a little bit more than I can take. And I was thinking about that earlier today as I was starting my day rather early so that I could try to get some things accomplished before my brain fried from the heat. And as I was thinking about it today, I realized that as much as I don't like rushing through seasons, that's exactly what I'm doing in my head. And maybe you're in the same boat. I know I'm very eager for the cooler temperatures to happen. I don't necessarily want the next season to come, but I would just really like some cool weather. And that's a good reminder that, number one, we do not always get what we want, do we? But also, sometimes when we focus on those things that we want so much, we are, in fact, spending so much time focusing on what we wish would happen that we're not really embracing what is happening around us, for good or for bad. So that was one of my thoughts today as I was desperately hoping for cooler weather and maybe an early start to autumn. But I was thinking, we need our specific seasons, especially here in the Northeast. We're used to seasons, and everything does happen in its season. And I know I have a garden, and our garden is doing rather well with all of this heat and humidity. Some of the plants are really flourishing. And so that served as an additional reminder to me that just because I don't like something doesn't mean other people don't. And sometimes what other creation things need to grow, like my tomatoes, very happy with this weather, even if I am not. But all of creation is so different that we have to appreciate the variety that we are given. And it's also another reminder from Ecclesiastes in our Bible. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. So that is God's way of reminding us that it is summer now, and it might be hot for some of us. That's me. But it's only a season. And if we think of seasons, they're roughly 3 months. It's not that long. It really isn't. And we can take this past our thoughts on the weather or seasons of the year and start applying that to seasons of our lives, as Ecclesiastes is meant to be applied. So we know that there are times in our lives when we are sad, times in our lives when we are anxious, and maybe times in our lives when we're hurting and we're going through some medical issues or mental health issues. And those indeed are seasons. And God assures us through the scripture that those seasons do not last forever. They are seasons. They are not a lifetime. And the other assurance that we receive through scripture is that God is always with us, that we are never abandoned, and we have nothing to fear from these seasons or even the changing of the seasons. So I just thought that that was helpful for me today to remember that just because I'm uncomfortable today, just because I'm dreading going outside to get into my car because I fear I will melt, it's a reminder that it's only a season. Every season is the same as every other season. It's the same amount of time, and it will pass. Seasons do pass, and things do get better. And the promise from God is that while seasons may change, God's love for us does not change. So when you are melting in front of your fans, I hope that you can also remember that very soon, sooner than we can possibly believe, it will be autumn and we'll be wearing sweaters and we will know that the seasons change and God is with us through those changes, just like God is with us every moment of our lives. And he is sustaining us, and that we are never, ever alone. And so that is something for us to give thanks for, even when we're kind of in a slump of a season. So I hope that these words might help you get out of a slump of a season that you might be in, or just remember it's a season and you just sometimes have to live through it. And once you're out of that season and on the other side, you can look back, you can reflect, and you can really see how that season has affected your life, how you've learned from it, how you can grow from it, and how you can use your experience maybe to help someone else. So that is my message for you this day. I hope you are staying cool and safe, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.